welcome you all to the channel here on Touring With Us. I'm pretty much I can't say the words, it's nervous actually, but yeah, I'll start till I finish here. So yeah, welcome to, of course, Touring With Us, live from Great Yarmouth, arriving at the Great Yarmouth station here, which you can literally see just behind me. I'm going to hopefully do an hour worth of walk, yeah, hour worth walk. So that means, of course, you can actually check out Great Yarmouth at this time of the night here, and we'll see how the signal goes. By the way, if anyone's in the chat here, feel free to actually tune in right this minute. Thank you very much for all the thumbs up that do occur throughout this whole live here. And Scott Smart is tuned in. Massive hello to you. How come I'm on my own? Well, I'm doing this solo for the very first time live in Great Yarmouth here. I've got my thermals here, and of course I might even put my gloves on. Hopefully I won't lose them along the way. But welcome along to the channel here, and I'm starting this kind of tour here, exactly this very point here, and I'll show you exactly where I'm showing you behind me, which of course is actually the train station of Great Yarmouth. And I've just literally arrived a minute ago at about, I would say, 13 minutes past 4. I was quite lucky to be able to pick up a train, which actually was the Stowmarket to Norwich train from Ipswich, and I was quite lucky to get that in time actually. So yeah, it is pretty dark here, and what you have got here, or what you did actually have, of course, is the station kiosk, which of course did actually sell food for a little while. I don't know if it's ever going to come back, but of course this is the main train station here. You either get off here at the train station, or you get off in that sort of area there. Brenda May is tuned in. Hello to you. Happy New Year to you as well. Happy New Year to a lot of you there. There's a McDonald's sign there. Obviously, McDonald's over in that distance. You've got Asda there. And, of course, if you need the toilets here, they are open until about, of course, 10 minutes past 5. So if you get here during the day like I just arrived, then you'll definitely be able to catch the toilets in time if you need them. And this is the ticket office just over there. I'm just going to come out there in just a moment, but this is the main waiting area. A lot of train stations do have waiting areas, which is quite useful to know that. So let me just put my glove on. I might have to just put one glove on and one glove off at the moment, so bear with me, because I've got to do this one-handed really. So yeah, what you're looking at actually, what you're looking at is seating area. Let me just put my gloves on, because it's not easy to do that at the moment. So I'll just flick the camera around if I can. So yeah, I don't know if you can all see me. I'm still here, but don't worry, I'll be back in a minute. But it won't be easy to control my camera all the time, but of course, yeah, I'll try my best. Okay, so welcome to the channel. If you just joined us here, I'm wrapped up warm here today, so I'll try and flick the camera around that way. It's not working, is it? There it is now. So yeah, it's just getting my glove on at the same time. That's why I need two people here with me, which are sadly not with me today. But anyway, that's in case I get a little bit on the I would say nervous side or cold side, because you know it's kind of like magical, isn't it? So yeah. You've got some leaflets. I'd always sort of look around these leaflets. You've got them in Norwich train station as well. You can pick up any of these leaflets, and what they are is, of course, you can discover King's Lynn, all those kind of places. David Carley is tuned in. Are you subscribed to us? Hello to you. Happy New Year to you, and thank you very much for joining the channel. Yeah, Happy New Year to everyone watching right this minute here, wherever you are sort of tracking me. It's like a tracking device, isn't it? But yeah, you know those bus tracks, that kind of thing. where you just use your apps and you track the bus, which is a good idea. I don't know how I can put that in there. It's always one of those leaflets that get stuck, don't they? Just like that. But yeah, you can take anything you like. You've got Discover Kings Lynn, got Muckle Brother. Did I say Muckle Brother? No, I meant Muckle Brother. I can't pronounce it, but yeah, it's definitely that. So the Magic of the Winter, you've got all sorts of leaflets there. Pleasurewood Hills, some of them are old and need updating, but of course, yeah, you've got Norwich Christmas Grand Trail, which is obviously not Christmas now, but of course, yeah, it's definitely worth checking these out. And you've got the Greater Anglia leaflets there for your sort of 1/3 off of rail fares there. And customer comments and things like that, you know. And customer comments basically are just for feedback. If you want to give them a feedback and tell them how wonderful the service is. And we've got this lovely leaflet here, Explore the Wherry Lines. I've got a couple of these. And of course the other one, which is the Bitten line. I haven't been bitten yet, but yeah. Anyway, that's another thing altogether. So we come out of the Great Yarmouth train station here. Let's hope the signal goes well with us. It is a little bit drizzly, but it's not too bad. It's not as bad as it has been in Bury St Edmunds and places like that. So I'm able to still be dry at this moment of time. So yeah, there used to be a cash machine here many years ago, but it's not here anymore. And this is the taxi rank here. If you want to pick up a taxi, and it'll cost you, the taxi will actually cost you something ranging around about £5 to get into Great Yarmouth, especially at areas of the Trollcart, Wetherspoons, or Spoons if you like. I was actually quite lucky to actually get here today, because at the roundabout in Bury St Edmunds, you know, some vehicle jumped in front of the bus, and luckily the bus driver did a fantastic job by braking at the right time. So yeah, thank that bus driver of Stevenson's of Essex, the number 15 from Haverhill to Bury. So it's a lucky escape, really. I might actually do a video on that, and I think it shocked a lot of passengers as well. So yeah, I think I should report it, you know, make sure no drivers jump in front of buses. Anyway, we're going to hopefully head on to the seafront shortly, but I'm going to try and keep this camera straight. I've got two hands on it, so you have to just bear with me on that. So yeah, this is a zebra crossing here. You can see it's all lit up here. This is the main train station of Great Yarmouth, and definitely worth, of course, checking out. Hit that thumbs up. If anyone wants to send me a coffee to the Spoons in Trollcart, feel free to do it on the app. You could be anywhere, and you know, I'll be in the Witherspoons. You know, hopefully I'll get a chance to. Yeah, so of course that is where you'll see a lot of taxis during the summer actually parked there. So of course at the moment there isn't any at this present time, but of course who knows during the day. But of course, you know, sometimes you have to wait for them, sometimes you don't. So we'll cross this bridge when we come to it. Thank you very much. Someone's letting us by. Two cars actually letting us by. That's very nice of people to do that, because I'm doing a touring with us live and a solo, and I'm quite nervous actually. I want to say hello to my moderators, all of them. That's Nicole, Scott Smart, and Nikki Gibbs, Kim Smith, Doge King 09, and yeah, I don't think there's any other moderators other than that. That's I've not mentioned before. I think one of them is Julian actually, because he comes up with a spanner on it. So yeah, we're coming across the bridge of Great Yarmouth. You'll see the Great Yarmouth Minster in just a minute. It's lit up just over there. I don't know if you can see it in view at the moment. Yeah, it's very much lit up, those two spire things, almost like Adam Brooks in Cambridge. If you've never been to Cambridge before, you'll see the hospital as you come in from the Haverhill 13 from Haverhill to Cambridge. So let's get some thumbs up here if we can. It's a little bit on the wet side. Obviously I'm going to stand on the dry side. But yeah, it kind of like good. Well, let's put it this way. It kind of like looks good on the summer feeling. But this is the winter evening feeling here. And there are some people still on holiday here. It feels like I want to go on holiday here, but yeah. I'm actually quite surprised there's no one actually pulled up in terms of taxis at the train station. So literally you have to walk that extra mile to get into the Great Yarmouth area. So let's hope the signal stays with us here, because it is actually the first solo visit that I've ever done for Touring With Us on the YouTube channel. I've done it on Facebook, but not on the YouTube channel. So can we get some more thumbs up? And yeah, hopefully I'll get a warm coffee or tea later on, who knows. You always get some sort of surprise at the end of the stream. 4 people tuned in, absolutely brilliant, thank you very much. Of course, I've got my gloves on. I've been told to wear my gloves because at the end of the day, nobody wants me to get hypothermia, if that's pronounced right. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to cross over here. This is where I normally go to my B&B. So that's the route I plan to go today. And hopefully we'll end up on the seafront of Great Yarmouth. And already we can see the cars here. You can see how dry it is compared to other places in East Anglia today. I did look on the webcam, which you might get a chance to do as I walk into the actual Great Yarmouth town itself, and then onto the seafront eventually. So much easier without my well, I would say my suitcase, which I normally have with me. And of course, you know, so much easier filming without that at the moment. So I've got the good privilege of doing so. Just crossing these traffic lights. Good job they're letting me by. And I've got to go across quick. There's a post box there. First thing you see when you come into Great Yarmouth. So I don't think anyone's been this way in terms of videographing, but of course I thought I'd try this way, and I think it should be shown, or could be shown, a bit more often. As you'll see, this is just the main route that we take, and it's an easy walk route, just a few hills. But of course I'll take you onto the route which actually takes you onto the B&B, or the second studio that we have used for Touring With Us. So thank you very much, thumbs up, and if anyone wants to say hello in the chat, feel free to do so. More than welcome to do so at any one given time. It really helps boost the channel in a great way. So I cancel all that. That's all right, I'm just looking at the comments at the moment. So if you have any questions along the way, feel free to ask. You know, you've got your DP Leisure there. Got all these kind of industrial kind of buildings here. The police station is just to the right here. And you've got a job centre somewhere down here as well. And you'll see a lot of buses along the way as well. Carol P is tuned in. Happy New Year to you, if I haven't already said so. And 5 thumbs up. Can we get at least to 10? We'll see how that goes. But for now, we'll try and keep the signal going. If the signal is a bit on the funny side, please do let us know. We'd like to hear from you out there. Is the signal good? Where are you watching? Are you watching on a cinema screen? Are you watching in your own flat? Are you watching on your mobile? Let us know. Big hi if you're listening absolutely anywhere and watching at the same time. If you're watching from Haverhill, hello. If you're watching from Bury St Edmunds, hello, definitely hello. Did I say hello right? Yeah, definitely hello to Bury St Edmunds. And of course, hello to Sudbury, and a hello to Cambridge, and a few other places across the East Anglia, including Great Yarmouth. You could well be watching from Great Yarmouth. You do see a lot of hotels in this area, which is quite good. Watching on a big TV. Thank you very much, Carol. I'm sure you're quite familiar with Great Yarmouth. This is not actually kind of seen very often, and as I said a minute ago, it could be shown a bit more often, but of course some people tend to steer away from it a lot. They always remind me of flats, and I think they probably are, but yeah, just imagine living in one of those, nicely lit up as well. So to the right is the police station. You'll probably notice that, okay, because they'll be keeping a watch on us. And of course, to the left is the job centre here if you're looking for a job. Right, just looking at the comments and catching up. I'm watching on an iPad, says Brenda, and I am in Haverhill. So hello, Haverhill. I can see the comments coming up now. Beautiful. I'm actually using a iPhone SE. Apparently they are not very good phones, so hopefully in the future I'll be getting a bigger phone, and I'll have to start getting used to it. It's not going to be an easy thing, but I'm going to have to try it. Whatever the situation. You can tell that's a police station there, can't you? Anyway, enough about police stations. But anyway, and enough about me repeating my words a lot of times. Anyway, I keep saying anyway. Shall we just move on? And yes, we'll do that very thing. It's Nick Coffee here, just in case you're switching on. If you want to support the channel in any way, we really do appreciate it. There is a road which I've never discovered before that actually leads to the Great Yarmouth Minster, which is a lovely place where actually Julian Spoons, who normally is with me on most of the lives and all that kind of thing, and our narrator, no, it's the moderator, sorry, it's normally with us, Nicole, if you're tuned in, hello to you, and Happy New Year to you again. And yeah, Julian Spoons in particular will know about this, but Great Yarmouth Minster is over there, and check out the organ playing that he has done from that place. So yeah, sorry if I'm sounding like I'm talking with a bit of fluff in my mouth at the moment. It's the fluffy scarf that I've got. It's so sort of warm and snug, somebody said. But anyway, that's another thing altogether. I'm quite familiar with that word now. So, yeah. I would say Great Yarmouth is a unique sort of town. Well, from where I actually are based, or am based, it's also a unique town. Check out the Haverhill videos if you haven't already seen them, and also Bury St Edmunds, Cambridge, Huntingdon, if I pronounce that right, and perhaps we'll go to other places as well. And also Ely we've done as well. We've done quite a few. Sudbury we are yet to do for a YouTube version. It'd be nice to check that out at some point, and maybe Colchester. So if you've got any suggestions, let us know in the comments. This is NatWest Bank here, and they have a coin machine here. It's not often spoke about that. The other bank that does have a coin machine, a bit like the one in Bury, you can put all your collection coins in the bank. There's an NHBC or something, NSB, I can't pronounce it, but yeah, it's definitely a bank. HSBC, that's it. There's a Caister bus coming there, and that will take you to Caister. Doesn't take long on that particular note. You can see how dry it is, and hardly a spot of rain, because Norfolk, or most of Norfolk, is quite dry, strangely enough. So I'm not going to get soaked, which is quite useful to know. This is the main market area of Great Yarmouth, and they are building the main market, and it used to be just normally a market, and they're just adding an extra bit of the market on. So yeah, they're just adding the market to make it look a bit more glamorous. So I've got no idea when that's going to be completed, but I hear it's going to be complete this year. Now, of course, let's head this way. This is, as you know, or as you can see, is a car park, and it is a pay and display. And I don't know what the prices are until I actually look. And obviously it takes coins up to £2, 5p, 10p, 20p and 50p in pounds. But yeah, I think you'd have to sort of pay it online. Looks like it's a contactless or something like that. So yeah, maybe the prices are here. So if you ever wanted to pay for parking here, up to an hour is £1. Over 4 hours, the sort of minimum it would go up to, or the maximum I think it is, it would be £8. So it starts from £1, and the very expensive one will be over 4 hours. That's Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m, and Sunday obviously it's going to be a little bit cheaper. Over 2 hours is £3, and you've got up to an hour £1, 2 hours is £2. That's of course Sunday 8 a.m. till 4 p.m, and bank holidays normal hourly rates apply. And of course, if you don't pay your fare of the parking, higher level is £70. That's a lot of money there, and lower level is £50 there. And you've got your customer information there if you want to know more information. Free after 4, is it? Oh, thank you very much for that information. Thank you. Have a nice day. Free after 4. Okay. Okay, that's interesting information there. So after 4 p.m, it doesn't cost you a penny. Thank you very much for that useful information from that lady who shouted out from the car there. At least she didn't say anything bad. So we're going to head past the Coaches, which is a pub. I don't know if they still do karaoke, but of course, Phil, my all-time friend, who we met recently and I have known for quite some time, is known as Karaoke Phil, and he's always loved singing Country Road, Take Me Home to the Place Where We Belong, West Virginia, you know, by of course John Denver. Obviously no longer with us as a singer, but of course, yeah, definitely worth checking out the Coaches in Great Yarmouth. Very kind of like unique, old-fashioned type of pub, but of course, yeah, it's a free house. The Coach Makers it's called. So yeah, you can see the Great Yarmouth, well, a little bit of the Great Yarmouth Tower lit up there. We're going to head down towards St Nicholas Road, which is just to the left there. Carol P, rather. Sorry, I pronounced your name wrong. Says it is pouring down with rain in Brentwood, and it's not here. You can see what it's like at the Coaches, very much karaoke style. Looks like they've got karaoke on now. Wow. Why can't other towns do this, you know? I get so jealous of that. Look at the pub, you get an idea what it's like inside. I'd love to go inside one day again. I have actually been there, and it's quite a nice little area actually to sit in and have a sort of like nice chill out karaoke session. But not many towns are doing it, you see. They're too, like, I don't know, is it the word of scared? I don't know. They don't want to put events on because of crowds and that. But I think it depends on the council and how strange the council are. But of course I know the council do a lot of great things everywhere you go. They put on a good events, but sometimes some of the councils are not adding up with certain things. not letting us put some sort of events on, but that's another thing altogether. Yeah, somebody said it's fun. What is fun? Looks fun. Oh, okay, I get you. So, yeah, we're coming past the school here. Normally, during the day, there's school people playing football here or something like that. You can tell that, can't you? What you will notice is a lot of buses down here. So 6 thumbs up, great, thank you very much for that, really do appreciate that, keep it going, and let's see how many we can get before the end of the stream. We are going into a unique area, a unique zone of Great Yarmouth, which is not often seen as in seen by the naked eye, so it's not often seen by many people, because a lot of people don't think it's probably useful to go down here, but of course, what you have got is Sainsbury's over here. But they did have a cafe once, but it's no longer there anymore, that I do know. Which is a sad thing in a way. I'm quite sort of bemused by that. But yeah, I miss the cafe of the Sainsbury's cafes. But yeah, it's changed into Argos now, I think. So still walking down, of course, this little area. And I'll tell you what the name of the area is in just a minute. Beeping cars everywhere. Perhaps they think touring with us is about. So remember where you saw this video here. I will have to cross here safely and hope I do so. Down in this direction here, hopefully we'll show that when I actually stayed a night here at some point, a bit more in depth. I won't zoom in at the moment because I've got my thermals on, you can see them here, and it's not cold actually, it really isn't cold, it's actually much more milder than it is inland, so how strange is that? But yeah, that's because I am wrapped up warm. So this, let me explain, it is where the troll cart is, where the spoons is, it's in that direction, right at the far left there, and you've got Iceland over there as well, so I might even go into Iceland later on, see how things go, but of course I won't actually do any videoing in that area. But of course, yeah, it's actually the Market Gates bus station, okay, where you can actually pick up a bus to go to Norwich from here, and it will only take you about 45 minutes, very quick, and every 15 minutes more or less. Apart from that night, obviously, it's going to be a little bit less times. But, yeah, you can see how busy it might get here in Great Yarmouth. Well, we are talking about a Saturday here. So, yeah, do let us know if you're enjoying the signal here. So it's very difficult to cross here because you can't see what's around the corner. So you can't really risk anything. Just got out of the way there. Bit of a dodging and weaving there, but yeah, a bit of fun. So this bus will actually take you into the main market gates there. You will see a lot of police cars dotting around here. Let's move across here very quickly so I don't get run over. Temple Road, this is called. Okay, just going down Temple Road. Just to prove that point where I'm situated now. I remember, of course, Julian with agony with foot, and he could not walk around the area as much. But hopefully we'll have a bit more support when we book for Great Yarmouth again, which will happen anyway. I'm on the right side of the road. I've got to walk back this way, by the way. So yeah, this is the way to the seafront, and it's actually not far from Temple Road or Temple Street, whatever you saw a minute ago, but it's actually called St Nicholas Road. I'm going to go and head down. You can see it's very busy down here. Just imagine living down here. It would be a great treat for my second home, but will it ever happen? Who knows? But yeah, I'll go down as far as I can go down. I don't feel too bad on my feet at the moment. Hello, how are you? Happy New Year to everyone here. So yeah, I don't actually need these gloves on. Do you know why? Do you know why? It's not actually that cold. Seriously, it looks cold, but it's not. I'm going to actually take them off, so it's easier to flick the camera around. If it was colder than this, I would actually wear them a bit more. So the weather is not too bad down here. So I'll walk down here slowly and calmly, if I may. So yeah, being careful walking down these sort of areas, especially at night. I know we're seeing a night version here, but of course I'm getting you an idea of what it's like down Euston Road, which is where we're going to be heading next. Okay, this is St Nicholas Road, but we're leading on to Euston Road, which will take you eventually on to the seafront. So I do hope that you enjoy this video today for that reason, and I hope you're enjoying it so far. And yep, that's Sainsbury's with the car park just there. The Great Yarmouth Minster just behind it, although you can't really see it because of the lights are sort of glaring too much. So this is the way I would actually go to get to the B&B that hopefully I'll show you and get a chance to show you. We've been going for 31 minutes. That's quite long for me actually, but somebody will tell me to keep going. So there's a Shell garage. I remember when there was a petrol crisis and it wasn't actually open. If you remember the petrol crisis, which was of course something that the political agenda caused a lot of chaos, and of course this year it happened as well about a couple of months back. But yeah, not a spot of rain. Well, it's just spitting really, and it's pretty much dry-ish. I wouldn't say it's completely dry, it's just tiny spitting, that's all it is. And the temperature is not too bad. I am quite amazed by that. So yeah, one of those things, isn't it, that you don't expect to be told, especially when going to a seaside resort. I feel very warm, although of course I'm wrapped up anyway, but I feel more colder inland than I do right now, which is quite odd. So what is going wrong with the global warming inland, you know? That's what I would say. So that's the entrance to the Sainsbury's over there. There are free cash machines if you want to use free cash machines just down there. There's a bus coming up, and this is the bus stop for it. And I'll tell you where the bus stop will actually take you, where you just saw a minute ago, which is the Market Gates, the main bus station. And this is the stop you would use if you get it on time. The bus is actually making my signal go a bit weak. So yeah, I'm still going slowly. Hopefully you can still see a stream here wherever you are watching, and thank you very much. We appreciate everyone tuned in today and all those thumbs up. It's really, really nice. And hopefully when I've finished, I'll be able to have a nice warm coffee in time for my train back to Norwich. But yeah, that's what I've done today. I've done quite a lot of travelling, but of course it's not been too bad actually as a result. Thankfully that driver braked at the right time and saved our lives out there, saved a lot of passengers' lives, and I think you should be thanked for that. That's why I put a comment on We Love East Anglia recently, and thank you very much for the flooding comments on that as well. So this is a fast fit tyres and exhaust area just here. Wilco. Sounds like a shopping centre here. I do believe that there are sort of, I would say, housing associations here maybe, and it needs to be pointed out who they are, because I don't really know who they belong to, but I do know that they are around this area. a dream place would be around about here. I would actually go out my way to live here because it's very dry down here, and this area is not really spotted much. But yeah, do ask us any question regarding touring with us. And I can't feel a spot of rain now because, you know, it's dry down here. Isn't that a good thing? So we're coming up to the Premier store, not the Premier Inn. I think it's a similar logo to the Premier Inn. I don't know if it's same company, but I would say it's probably not. It's just a convenience store. You'll see it on the left, or the right actually. There is a chip shop on the left down that way. So if you follow basically the Google map, which is what you're actually seeing on ground floor level, I'm doing my own version, and it's live, and the signal's been going fine at the moment. In 2 seaside towns and locations, the signal has been great. That's great news. Last time I came here was a night stay, and a couple of night stays actually, and I seem to remember Facebook had a glitch at that very moment that we finished recording a live from the Yarmouth Minster, which is back in that direction over there. So it's the St Nicholas convenience store here. It's open at this time here, 6 a.m. till 11. The one in Haverhill is actually open until, well, it's actually 24/7, but of course I haven't seen any convenience stores around here that are open 24/7. Now this is not often seen. Quite a lot of people coming up here, which is the Free House, the Lion. They host sports. They've got a pool table which is free inside. I don't know about darts, but they might have that. You can see the screen from here actually. But yeah, often people sit outside if they really want to. It's quite reasonable fresh air to sit outside. And they do food during the day as well, when it's available. So this is the main entrance here to the store. You can see the sort of stuff that goes on in there. And they've widened it over the time, which is good. Something you have to watch for when you come into this area, right? Okay, is say like traffic. Ongoing traffic from left to right here, and this road takes you into Regent Road, which is a pub along the end there, and Charlie's Fish and Chips is just down there as well. There's another convenience store down there. There's quite a few convenience stores, but they're not 24/7 like a unique kind of one in Haverhill called Esso. So I don't know if they're waiting for me to cross over, but I'm going to take a chance anyway. So yeah, feels like I'm on holiday now. I think Jess Stelling's on. Make the most of that, because he actually won't be on for too long, because it will be his last year. You see a bit of Jess Stelling there. I don't know if I can zoom in. That's not Jess Stelling. Michael Dawson there. Wait till it comes back. Don't know what game he's got. Oh, Brighton, I think it is. There's Jess Stelling. Just wanted to show that. So this is the main menu here. You'll see it on the wall, and it's not often that pubs print menus like that on the wall like that, so that you can pass it and see it. Some restaurants do it, but it's not very often locals do it. I haven't seen many do it, but maybe some do it, some don't. Tea is £1.20, it's not too bad. Coffee is £1.40. Reasonable prices here, I have to say. So there you go, those are the prices. Quite useful to know that. And they often have music events here as well going on. And of course this is the food menu, and it tells you what time the food menu is in this location. Got to give a mention to Colin and Sharon, who actually run the pub. So there you go. Prices are there. They're not bad. About £5.50 for scampi chips and beans and mushy peas. Chips are £1.50. Not bad prices. Toasties as well. Look at the prices. Jacket potato, £3.70. 2 eggs, chips and beans, £3.60. Cheeseburger served with side salad, £3.50. Hot dog, £2.50. All subject to if they have got it, and the prices are ranging from, you know, draft beers, spirits bottles and wines, all ranging from the price anything from £1.50 to £3.65, which isn't too bad really, to be honest with you. So I thought I'd showcase that. So there we have it. I don't know if they've spotted me. That's probably Sharon over there. Just behind the bar there. I don't know if you can see that. Give a wave to Sharon. Absolutely brilliant. So people are watching that. They did have screens in that. You know, the actual boards that pubs do have. It's not often people mention boards in pubs, you know, for social distancing, that kind of thing. They did have them for a while, but they've taken away. For the reason of that, it's too difficult to keep them up. So it's great that they haven't got them there. So the weather is still good here. What is it like in your area? Is it still raining in your area? Well, go up towards the end of Euston Road. Normally I would get a taxi around here, and it normally costs for a taxi from the train station something ranging from about £5 to £6, something like that. If you was to bring some extra people, it might be cheaper. So it's definitely worthwhile doing that, because it is kind of like a long walk if you've been travelling a long way, in particular if you don't know the area. So yeah, you've got all these housing down here as well to the left. We haven't got the got as far as the seafront yet, but we'll see that in a moment. If anybody wants to check out the webcam, they can do so in a minute. This is the Zingalia Lodge. It's not where I stay. It is a guest house though. There's quite a few of them down here which people haven't noticed before. I don't even think I'll be spotted by Wayne and Claire, by the B&B, who actually run the B&B, where they are the tenants, and they've done a fantastic job, by the way. And they have confirmed that they did receive our Christmas card over the Christmas period. So Happy New Year to them. I would definitely say Happy New Year to Claire and Wayne at the Rainscourt Lodge B&B. If you like, second studio. Could use it as a studio if you want. But yeah. Sorry if I'm walking really slowly. It feels like a long walk, doesn't it? But yeah, I've been going for 43 minutes so far, which isn't too bad. I normally go for about an hour. But like I say, if anybody has any questions in the meantime, maybe people are still watching, I don't know. But of course, you know, I feel fine. And of course, it's a time of year where nobody's around. There's many ways of going towards the Regent Road there, down there, which is lit up quite well, almost like a Pall Mall in London. It's Prince's Road. That's it, Prince's Road and Regent Road, I think it is. Wesley Road leading to Paget Road and Prince's Road. So yeah, either way it'll take you to Regent Road, somewhere along that lines, if I've got that correct. Boyston House, another hotel, guest place, just here, worth checking out. Nice little dog there, 2 dogs. Someone's in a hurry. Anyway, I'm sure they're going to have a good evening. Watch the puddle. But like I say, it hasn't been raining as much as it has been inland, but it's probably getting that way. But yeah, I remember Julian doing a live here, but he couldn't keep the camera. Instead he was going like that. But of course he needs to keep the camera upright like this, so everyone can see what is going on. And I'm doing this without a gimbal as well, which is quite hard work as well. So we're going to come to the last guest house on this road here of Euston Road, and if I cross over, you may be able to see it better. I'm going to cross over quickly before I get run over. Often taxis that drop us down in this area drop us down here, just there, and just there is the most precious B&B that I've loved for many, many years of coming here, since I've known it. Because the beauty of it is that it's just literally round the corner to the seaside from here. So you've got signs here to Britannia Pier, Marina Leisure Centre, Pleasure Beach, and the Sea Life Centre in that direction. Although you can't really see it very well unless I sort of go close up. That's the main sign there. So there it is. If you stay the night here, this is the moment. And you book them on the number on a card, because they are not online. They're on booking.com, but of course, you know, it's a word of mouth, basically. Check them out, and they are price ranging from £22 a night. You know, if you know them well, they'll give you a deal if you're lucky. Anyway, yeah, it was actually originally a big hotel before, just the Rains Court Hotel, I think it was, because it used to latch on to the car park, which is that car park there, and obviously no one using the car park at the moment. I'm not going to go and disturb Wayne and Claire, but of course they've got vacancies at the moment, so which is good, because nobody's bothering to spend the night in Great Yarmouth. But I would do it. I definitely would. I'd rather do it than going abroad at the moment, because you have to do all that testing and CPR tests and all that sort of rubbish that you just don't really need to bother with. I can understand this circulating virus thing, but of course, yeah. I'm just hearing a result, by the way, from Newcastle against Cambridge, and Cambridge are winning 1-0 against Newcastle in the Cup, I believe. I don't know what's happening in the Southampton game, but but yeah, vacancies. I've never seen that in a hotel for a long, long time. So yeah, they can also do a breakfast on request, okay? And the rooms are downstairs and upstairs, okay? So remember where you saw this, and you remember the road as well. It's called Euston Road, and that's where the taxis will drop you off here, more or less, near here. Okay, it's number 16, Euston Road. So massive hello to, of course, Wayne and Claire, and a happy new year to them as well, and their family, if they are watching absolutely anywhere. They don't often come out to live streams, I've gathered that. One thing I have noticed about Great Yarmouth itself is that the lights stay on all night around this area. Okay, I find that different to our sort of rules and regulations, and our street lights switch off at 11:30, so you work that one out. So I'll turn a right here, and we'll probably do this more in the warmer times and maybe the night stays one. And is the signal okay, by the way? I just want to know, because no one's actually said too much about it recently, but I presume it's still on air. I don't know, because sometimes on air means you can still hear my voice, but a blank screen. Very much like the Bury Lemons Live recently. So, yeah, it's coming up to 50 minutes on the clock here. If you don't believe me, just look it up yourself if you really want to. Because actually I started around about, I would say 10 past 4 today, roughly speaking, at the train station. Feeling very nervous, but as I get into it, because it's the first live I've done here in Great Yarmouth, I've pretty much enjoyed it actually. But I am going to end it very soon here. I know you're not going to see too much of the seaside today, but of course you can see how wonderful it's all lit up. But I just wanted to show you a unique sort of area that is not often seen by many people. And I hope you have enjoyed it, everyone, because it is a rare sort of view. I remember seeing a video of someone actually going inside the cinema there. There is a cinema there, and it is a newly sort of type of cinema here. And you can see for yourself, it is dry and not a spot of rain. I bet it's really, really bucketing down in Bury St Edmunds or Cambridge, but not here. You know, not so far. It's just a little bit on the wet side. But yeah, it has snowed in recent times as well. And we are in January as well. This is the Prom Hotel, nothing to do with the BBC proms, last night of the prams. That was a joke by Tim Vine, I think. So yeah, it is a lovely sort of hotel inside actually. Well, I've only seen it from the outside, but it just looks good from the outside. And this is the old bistro here. But the main part of the prom here is this wonderful building here, where there are some people inside. And they do have TV in there. It's quite warm in there. They've got a bar. And you can have lovely food in there. Pub on the prom. Very nicely lit up as well. And they've also got a mermaid bar as well. Just imagine what it would be like in the summer, where it's pretty much heaving with people. But if anybody wants to check out the webcam, it is up in this area here. If I come across this area here, I might be able to show it better. If you want to take a snap picture here, I'll try and stay still. But yeah, I know exactly where the webcam is. I can see it from here. So if I zoom in, okay, it's there. The webcam is there. That's the one that points around if you just type in Great Yarmouth webcam. So I will put my thumbs up in there. Can you take a snap picture of that? I'll put my thumbs up. And somebody will put me a thumbs up as well. Like that. I'm waving to the webcam. You can't see me. But yeah. So this is the ARC cinema. Apparently it's quite a spooky cinema as well. If you check out the video that somebody has done inside it as well. Exclusive access. I wish I got the chance to do that. But anyway, the view that you'd normally see is what you're seeing differently here, which is a ground view of, you know, is it Marine's Parade or something like that? I think I've got that right there. And you can see this is the ground view version of what you would see from that camera, which is pointed from there. And you may be able to see me on the webcam. Okay? 53 minutes on the clock gone, so massive hello to everyone here. You will see a lot of taxis here and there somewhere, although we didn't see one at the train station. But that's another thing altogether. All the lights have switched off at the Great Yarmouth Britannia Pier there. I found that very extraordinary. It has been raining once here, and I got completely soaked once. I had to dry up in my B&B. That's a good thing about that B&B. They give you a key, and then you, of course, take a chance with the key and put it somewhere safe, and then you return it safely as well. But if you lose it, obviously there is a forfeit. But anyway, I'm amazed that this is not lit up, I have to say. But I don't even think the Pier Tavern is open. It's too early for it to open. It's not seasonal time at the moment. But I believe the amusements down there are open. So, yeah, I'm actually going to end the stream very shortly. But, yeah, normally you'll see loads of people sitting up here. But, of course, there's nothing to sit down on because it's too wet. You probably get a wet bum. But anyway, sorry about my language there. But you get lots of restaurants down here. It's almost like the Pall Mall of, I always say that, Pall Mall of Buckingham Palace when you go down this area here. So yeah, there you go. I can hear people down in that area making noises. Probably a load of kids down there wanting to wave on the camera here. Touring with us live here, Nick Coffey, exclusively for a day trip in Great Yarmouth at the seafront. The seaside is over there. You can't really see it from here, but of course, yeah. Oh, I do like to sit beside the seaside. I do like to sing like the seaside. I don't think the seaside sings. Anyway, it's nice and comfy to do it all on your own. You can walk around certain towns at night and not be scared. But here, it's not too bad. You get the occasional people that cause trouble, but around here, you can just walk around here and not be in any fear. It's weird. Look at that. It is just amazing to see that. I told you it's like a Pall Mall. And by the way, down in that direction, which I'll probably head down there in a minute, is the Trollcart Spoons. I'm sure people want to see it. Shall I go down there and end it down there just as a bonus for you lot out there? As it's quiet, I'll do that. So, yeah, just for you lot out there. I won't go any further than that because I do want something to eat. I'm desperate for it. I'm hungry. I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. Am I here? Yes, I am. Am I hungry and thirsty? Am I here? Yeah. I think I'll give up my day job. There's no evidence I've got one in that sort of case. Anyway, normally you'd hear loud music playing up here, but you can't actually hear it today. But look at that, it looks absolutely like atmospheric down here, doesn't it? So, yeah, the Candy Kingdom down there, Wax Emporium. It's just a nice little area just to walk down. I'll go as far as I can, and I want to show the troll cart just for those people who haven't not seen it ever before in their lives, because I am a Spoons fan myself. Normally this is a good fish and chip shop here, Britannia restaurants. A lot of restaurants you'll see probably more open in the summer. Weirdly enough, it is quite cold on my hands down here, but on the seafront it's warmer. Work that one out. So, is everyone enjoying themselves? Everyone enjoying this live stream here? Hit that thumbs up here. I haven't got my thermals on there. I'm looking cold now, and I will put them back on in a bit. But yeah, I'm nearly finished this anyway. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. Feels like I've been walking for ages, but it's always like that when you actually look at a live here. So yeah, it's quite a nice little area to look at. It's not often that you see something like this before, but it feels like you're walking for miles down here. It's very artistic, wouldn't you say? I think towns should do this, just get some sort of idea like this and just do your own thing, Apparently Blackpool is like that, like a disco ball or something like that. I've never been to Blackpool myself, but of course someone here watching may have been down there. They've actually got a hotel called 40 Towers there, and they've also got a hotel which we did stay on the first time. It's called the Trevoros, but they changed their owners over the time. And the owner still probably got it to this day. We nicknamed him, he's got to do a twirl. Anyway, 40 Towers is in that direction. How freak is that? Obviously you've got a betting shop there. Betting shops are more open than other shops, aren't they, here? Which is quite unusual. The Regent restaurant here. I heard some pretty much horrible stories about that, but I won't go into that. But yeah, that's pretty much where I was walking down that route down there. I'm just going to check my time here just to make sure I'm running okay. Yep, that's fine, I've got enough time. to get back. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to walk as quickly as I can because time is my enemy. It usually is. So yeah, there's a takeaway store here, Istanbul Kebab House. I've never seen that before. I never tried it out either. But you've got all these kind of type of shops here. The good times. That's what we need back. The good times. So yeah, just imagine what they'll be like when they are open during the summer. A great experience, I would say. The Catholic Church is just to the left. You can't really see it very well because the scaffolding is sort of in the way of the church. So yeah, it looks quite fantastic. And so is everyone still enjoying it? Yeah, it's gone quiet in the chat at the moment. So yeah, please do leave us a comment here. Hit that thumbs up. We really do appreciate it if you want to come on and say hello to us, and don't be shy, give it a try. And of course I'll go quickly down here if I can. It's not easy to go quickly, but is the signal okay? Is it going strong? Let us know if it's poor at any time, instead of me just asking you to comment. But if you want to comment, it's up to you. But like I say, helps if you do comment, so I know if it's going strong or not. So that's the Catholic Church just to the left. Fantastic building, isn't it? If you can see it, it's just there. Obviously not open at night because they haven't got the staff to run it. Isn't that a typical thing? But yeah, it's a typical thing in a lot of situations, including pubs, restaurants, and just pretty much everything. It can be a nuisance. So this is the Prince Regent, not the one in Cambridge, by the way, and it is actually open by the looks of that. Looks good inside. They do often have music events in the summer. Definitely probably worth checking out. I like going to this takeaway. This one I have been to. MFC, Fried Grilled Takeaway. The reason why I chose that place to go is because you get good value for money. It's it's kind of like reasonable price, and it's ranging from about £5 to £6, and you get lovely salad with it. So definitely worth checking out. So the fish and chip shop, I think it is open over there. I'll just showcase that if I can get across the road. I'll quickly go across. So there's a chip shop there, very good fish there. Charlie's chip shop over there. I think they probably remember me from last time. You know, it's definitely worth checking out. Okay, let me just sort my zoom out. Always have a problem with this. There we go. There you go, definitely worth checking out. Another convenience store here. But please note, when you're coming down here, if you use the cash machine, there is a charge on it. But if you go down into the main town, most of the cash machines won't charge you a penny. So if you go down to the town, to put it in layman's term, that of course they don't charge you a penny for it. 7 thumbs up. Can we get to 10 by the end of the stream? We'll see how that goes. It's really great that people are enjoying what they are seeing. I presume the signal's okay, otherwise people would have said by now. I've never seen that before. I've seen that as a programme, Art Attack. Remember that, by Neil Buchanan, if you remember back in the day. But I don't think that's got any relation. So you've got a casino here. That's the other mini market, Della or Delula or Dilula, I can't pronounce it, but of course it's definitely a news agents there, an off-licensed store worth checking out. Even if you lived in Scrapby, it's definitely worth coming down to Great Yarmouth to check it out. I'm sure people are doing that honourable thing. So, yeah, it's just nice to come down here when there's hardly anyone around in particular. So we appreciate the support wherever you're watching. I'm trying to keep the camera straight. I remember this area was burnt down once, but they restored the area. And I remember coming down here when it's completely nothing there. But now they've got shops there. I did go past a shop called Something Different, and it's just down in that direction. I just want to give that a mention down there. It's on the right hand side. Can't really see it now because I've gone way ahead now. So yeah, amazingly enough, I haven't been spotted yet. I do miss the Britannia Pier open as a pub, but yeah, if no one is coming over here, it's hard to get things or keep things open. But bearing in mind, this time of year, it is not too bad. And not a spot of rain I have felt. Well, I've only had drizzles. But is it still raining in your areas? Do let us know in the comments. We'd like to hear from you tonight. Yeah, we're doing this special live here, and we should be ending the stream very, very shortly at my special favourite place. You know, I've been down this route so many times, and I can't believe I always forget what it is. But I think I remember some of the buildings anyway. Got all these kind of shops that you'd normally see in the summertime. So this is the night version live from Great Yarmouth in Norfolk, one of the finest seaside resorts, one of the famous ones as well, that most people like to head across to in the summertime. But at this moment of time, here in January 2022, as you know, there's hardly a soul about. But I think this is the waxworks here. What a unique building, I have to say. Looks very spooky. Just imagine if you stayed there tonight. I think these were the most expensive phones that I've ever come across here in Great Yarmouth. But they're worth checking out anyway. You'll see some of my favourite restaurants down here that I have used. Obviously not open at the moment. Pretty much I've seen two things open so far. Obviously fish and chip shops and takeaways. But obviously, I will see it in a minute, the Troll Cart Spoons, which is also a hotel as well. I've stayed the night once there at the time of watching Jim Davison back in the day of 2029. But this is La Continental, this is. And the other place that I saw open was the Prom Hotel. That's quite amazing, wasn't it? So, as per usual, if you want to subscribe to us, if you haven't already, make sure you do. It really helps boost the channel and helps boost the subscribers in a lot of ways here. And I do hope you have enjoyed what you have seen so far. We're not quite finished yet. Of course, this is the show that never ends. So, yeah, we're coming up to the main town part here. Let's hope that people are not too silly down there. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the Troll Cart before we leave. And then I will end the stream in complete style. So this is Touring with Us live here across the nation. Full-time Newcastle 0, Cambridge United 1. That's in the cup earlier today. That's the only result that's actually come up on my phone. Don't mind that coming up on the phone if it's a good result. Somebody's going to get wet. I don't think it was referring to me, but I'm not wet. I'm fine. This is the main outside garden of, guess what? It is the main Spoons here. If you've not seen the Spoons before, this is the outside part here. And I remember bringing a friend here once, outside this Spoons here. And in the summer, I'm sure it's gorgeous to sit outside. And here it is. The main Troll Cart, otherwise known as the Regal, Drabbot Smock, Grover and Allen, Weeping Ash, and many, many more. And of course the Corn Exchange, you might as well say as well. So this is the Troll Cart. You can see pretty much what it's like inside. Is it worth checking out? Do let me know. Do let me know in the comments. I'll be sitting in there in just a few moments, just to relieve my stress and get the great energy of Great Yarmouth. And I do remind people, you see a sign in Bury St Edmunds pointing out to Yarmouth, but not the great bit. I think it's a great place to come. In particular, the Troll Cart, which of course is also a hotel here. You can see that, and that is the main entrance. There is a lift that goes up to all the rooms, and it is a fantastic night place to stay. It's cheaper on a Sunday. Definitely recommend that. It's about £39 a night. I think it is, maybe more now, I don't know. I'll have to check that out to be certain. But of course, I can't wait to get inside in the warm and enjoy a fantastic a meal, which I fully think I deserve. But of course, if anybody wants to offer me a coffee on an app, do let me know. I'd like to hear from you. But in the meantime, maybe next time you see me or you know of me personally, then you might want to do that. So yeah, all the betting shops down there, and also there is a Fish-O-Licious traditional fish and chips there. You can sit inside and you can also take away as well. Definitely worth checking out. You've got your KFC, and if anyone likes McDonald's, it's over in that direction over there, okay? And this is the shopping centre, which is worth checking out in the summer. And as you see, as I scroll to this here and finish up by giving you this wonderful, fantastic view of the Market Gates bus station here. You can see yourself, there's a bus waiting to go to Norwich there, which should arrive in about 45 minutes from here. Definitely worth it for that sort of reason. So there you go. I think a lot of people are getting a bit rowdy down here. So I better get inside before I pass my sell-by date, I think. A lot of people are getting a bit sort of drunk. But yeah, I can remember queues coming in here for track and trace, which I'm glad they're not doing that. I'm glad they are not doing that at this moment in time. You can actually sit outside, but nobody's doing that. But in the summer, maybe people like to prefer to sit outside. These weren't here in 2029, by the way. They were put there for social distancing because, of course, you could only sit in these areas at that time and you weren't allowed to sit inside. Remember, only pubs with gardens were allowed to be open. Do you remember those times? I'm glad those times are over. And there was queues leading up to that time to get into the Troll Cart, but now it's pretty much plenty of room inside. You can see it for yourself, but the signal will go a bit funny inside. I do know that. And that has always been known for that. So if I was to go inside, the signal would go totally berserk. There is a lift over there, which you can get up. I don't think the lift is working at the moment, but it doesn't look like it is. But yeah, it looks like it's out of bounds. So if I was to go to the toilet, I'd have to go up the stairs at the moment. But normally speaking, they get that lift working because it's quicker to get up to the toilet. That's why. And the bar is just over there, and the tea machine area is right in the far distance. They do very good breakfasts over there. Definitely worth checking out. And we're going to leave it on that note. I was thinking of leaving it at this Market Gates bus station, but actually I'll leave it on here because it looks better from here. Normally there's a Charlie person doing an act there with dance music. I'm glad in a way he's not doing it, not because I don't like that kind of music, because I do. It's because, of course, it might detect the copyright on the channel, so we don't want to get demonetized. So yeah, you can see why it's called the Troll Cart there, for that reason. So there we go. We're going to leave it on that note. Thank you very much. We almost met the target of 10 thumbs up, but 7 is just good for us. Thank you so much for watching us today, and it's been a treat for you to come along here. And I thought I'd end it in style here before it gets rowdy down here in Great Yarmouth on this section than it normally does. But yeah, you can imagine why that might be, because of course it might be locals, I don't know. But maybe they need something to do around this area, because not a lot is actually open at the moment. But apart from restaurants and some restaurants and pubs and all that kind of thing, the Lion is open and that kind of thing. And there's cars beeping everywhere. You know, they haven't got any manners, have they? But it's like that everywhere you go, isn't it? You always get beeped at somewhere. It's not us particularly, it's actually cars in front of them there, because you've got traffic lights here. You've got to cross these carefully as well. But yeah, the market is in that direction as well. But I'm actually going to say goodbye to you all. Don't forget to check and subscribe to our channel. And of course, check out our videos, as in check our videos. And until next time, do take care of yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time for another live, wherever that may be. I've enjoyed my walk, and I hope you've enjoyed my company as well. Till next time, take care. Love you all. Bye. "76 minutes gone." Done pretty well today, and so far the signal has done really well. Thank you, signal.